Okay. So we're going to create an overview page for the support engineer job family. We have one example of an overview page, which is the recruiting ops family. So I'm going to like not recreate the wheel, and I'm going to go into just copy this page. And then what we need to do is we need to create this new overview page for this job family. So if we open the web IDE, and then as it loads, so it's automatically going to bring us here. What we want to do is we want to create a new page, which, let me see, how is this one set up? People ops, recruiting operations. So I think it's just another page. I can't type. I think it's just another page within that current directory, but let me look. Yeah, okay. So if we go back to here, we're gonna go to the support engineer one, and we're gonna do a new directory, which is just gonna be overview.
So we're gonna have both pages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then let's create a new file in there, which is overview. What are you doing? Why didn't you create one?
There you go.
Oh, it's gotta be, that's my bad. Okay, new file, overview, and then let's just copy this. I missed that part.
Okay.
Okay, so this, instead of just HTML, we're going with the HAML format. So we're gonna create.
April, why is that? Why do we go for HAML format?
From my understanding, which is probably like an uneducated understanding, just the research that I've done is HAML is supposedly an easier way to write web pages. Like you can do more and it looks cleaner on a page than when you're in HTML. But obviously HAML is more advanced sort of than HTML, or however your brain interprets things. So I have just been learning HAML over the past like month. So that's probably like a total uneducated way of putting it, but that's my explanation. Okay, so we're gonna go back here, and I'm just copying and pasting exactly what was on the one, so we don't have to like recreate anything. But then obviously we have to change things. So if we look at, so it's support engineer to the support engineer job family. Okay, is there an opening blurb of this? Let's see. Yes. Okay, so let's copy that. If and when we get this merged, we'll probably want to remove the overview off of this job family page and just have it on that. But I'll wait to delete it until. Oh, let's see. Okay. I think that should be fine. How many different, so you see here, so each one, we had 3 different jobs on the recruiting ops job family. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. How many do we have here? Is it just one? Solutions, support focus.
Application support.
So we have a senior and a staff and a individual. Okay, so 3.
3.
Okay. Let's see. This is a lot of spacing here. Let me just delete that while I see it. So let's do, let me look at, so this is how we've kind of built out the ops one, is get to know the role, responsibilities, requirements, performance indicators, and hiring process, because they're different for all of them. But I think, and it's okay, like if we have the, like intermediate, senior, and staff, or whatever the levels are, it's okay if it takes them to the same spot. I just think we need to think about, like, does this make sense? The get to know the role, responsibilities, and requirements. So this would be like get to know the role, right? Okay, so let me. Oops. Okay, so get to know the role is going to be that minus that. And then this is just
responsibility. You're going to support
engineer. Okay. I need to change this.
Support engineer.
We'll have to do a search for recruiting operations before we commit this. Okay, so support engineer, get to know the role. Is there requirements?
Yeah.
Come on. Unfortunately, this is obviously very manual, but.
And April, it's requirements. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you. Okay, so requirements and then
responsibilities.
Is that like areas of focus would be responsibilities? Do you want it to say the same as what this says? Like instead of responsibilities and requirements, like copy exactly what it says? Do you want that?
I would probably say that it makes more sense than having responsibilities, because this is actually areas that they can focus being inside the support team.
Okay. So,
or maybe, can it be called specialities? Maybe.
I went like this is a specialty team that they could be on, kind of a thing, because some job families specifically call out specialties.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like confuse the two, but I think it makes sense to me to call it like areas of focus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
And it doesn't, like, as much as we want to kind of standardize these overview pages, it doesn't have to be exact, because what makes sense for support engineers might not make sense for recruiting ops. And so I think we're okay to change things. Okay, so but this is requirements, so we'll leave that as requirements. This was what you can expect. Do we want to change that to what you can expect, or should we leave it as get to know the role?
I think it's okay to leave it as get to know the role.
Okay. All right. So then performance indicators were the same for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Copy that. get that in. Okay.
And then hiring process, we also have there.
Wrong way. Thank you. It's probably easier just to like change the URL on the other page, but copying, pasting, make sure that they work.
Yeah. I always tend to do that as well.
Okay. And then, so compensation, we wanted to, how are we going to add that? Let me look. Okay, so I think I just look at. Okay, so I think we just need to create another line of this.
And put the calculator there?
Mm-hmm. Without ruining the silly indents. Are you in line now? Yes. Okay. All right. So we're going to say compensation. And then let me just see what. Obviously, I'll need to change this, but oh, what? Why did it copy like that? Okay, so delete. So it would be engineering.
Support engineer.
Data people ops.
And that should do.
Okay, so I think if we copied
this.
Oh, why does it have a bracket?
What?
That's not something we, wait, yes, that is something we want. Oops. Okay. And there's one space. All right, so that's good. So if we went like this.
And put it in a.
And put it there. Fingers crossed.
Oh, no. Oh?
No.
Are you scrolling?
Yeah, I'm scrolling. Okay, well, we'll leave it as is for now to see like if Lean can help us figure out why that maybe didn't work, but
okay. So we don't have the compensation in the recruiting ops yet.
We do. Oh, not on the overview page. No.
Okay.
No, that's on my to-do list. Okay. So we'll have to figure out if that should work and why it didn't necessarily. So that's for the support engineer intermediate, and then
we'll have senior.
So senior. Go back to this. So this will be
senior support engineer.
And then I have to sneeze. Hold on.
Bless you.
Thank you. It's been incredibly hot here. And so we just had that. I don't know if you heard about the tropical storm or whatever it was that like came inland and created havoc, but it cooled off majorly. So I have the window open, but now I'm going to sneeze all day.
Sneeze.
Okay, so areas of focus are the same for senior, right? Let me just let me do staff while we're at it. Oof, I might have to close that window soon.
More sneeze.
Yeah. Okay, and then okay, so the areas of focus, the requirements, performance indicators. Oh wait, are the requirements?
I don't know the requirements. Yeah.
It's almost like this is
the requirements.
top of. Okay, well maybe we just don't have a requirements option for senior and support, because I think it's under the get to know the role.
Yeah.
Okay. And requirements here.
Or should we leave it the same as support engineer? Because it
like the same link, you mean, or?
Yeah, because I don't know if it's like, I can't remember the what if it's like general requirements and then you have specific ones that are in each of the description of the level per se, but still they need to have those requirements.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I think whatever makes sense for you is fine. Okay, performance indicators is the same. I would normally just like copy and paste that whole section, but the indents that kill me every time, I don't want to risk it. So that's why I'm doing it the slow way. Hiring process is the same. Which actually makes it easier than having to say hiring process 1 and 2. And oh, there is no hiring process on this one. Okay, let me copy this whole thing. Get this crazy little indent right. Okay. So get to know the role, staff, senior. We need the compensation added to these.
Oh, yeah.
It's not necessarily right. Okay, so one would say
senior. And the other would say staff/manager, is it?
Oh, that's a good call. What is it?
I think it's staff/.
No. Oh, I just said staff.
It's staff.
Okay. I wonder if.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask Lean what's going on there. Okay, so then we want to add your video to the overview page, which would not look like that. It would look like oh, it's not even going to take me to the right spot. I gotta oh, it did. Okay, good job, you. Which we, speaking of which, we need to talk about this one anyway. Okay. That's what we want to copy.
Why is that? It can't have the same.
Because it's the Haml.
True.
So we have to copy that. Would you want this before the overview?
I would say so, before actually reading anything.
You'd want.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think after, and the only reason why I'm going to say after is for it to be mobile friendly. If you look at how this video is, which I don't know, depending upon what the preview looks like, I might even suggest that it goes after, but you see how big the video
Yeah,
preview is, and that's so that it's mobile friendly, because I think more people are probably viewing this mobilely than not. I don't want it to be like there's nothing after the video.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Where like on this page it's not so big because we have like the margins built in differently. Um, but when you have a page like this where the margins aren't built in,
Yeah,
as
it's true.
whatever. So um
So it's
okay,
what after.
yeah, so let's put it, let's see if I can put it here. I think indents are going to kill me on this one too. No, don't do that. Okay, and then this is that. I don't want to follow that link. I want to paste a new one. Okay, I don't think this is going to be indented right, but let me see. Later today, I'm going to have a indent preview thing loaded on my computer, so I don't have to guess about indents anymore.
What does that do? It like auto kind of whenever
Uh,
you're building.
it's like in terminal, basically, so you can preview it. I think
Ah,
that's
nice.
I think that's one too many.
I don't get how you know that.
Uh, trial and error. And many little devil emojis. the devil emoji is in my top used ones because of indents. So which is ridiculous, but true. Okay, so I think if the compensation
Yeah,
calculator works correctly and if the indents would work correctly, I think this would be good. I do have a question though about this overview, is that it's a timely thing, like we ended
yeah,
2019. Do we want, because we're not necessarily quickly increasing the size, like I know support's still hiring a
yeah,
lot, but um are you okay if we just take this paragraph out?
yeah. I would say so, and maybe even thinking of adding a new blurb as we still have a couple of roles, but yeah, it's not the same
Yeah,
pace.
I hate adding like timely stuff where it's like, oh, now we have to remember to go update this or whatever.
Yeah, true.
So okay, well, we'll just leave it out for now. There's two periods here, I don't know why. Okay, I think other than potentially issues with the indents, let me just do a
April, just one question there. It does, at least from what I remember, the link to the video, which was embedded,
uh-huh,
had an embed word on the link, which it
which is
doesn't.
not the one that I copied. Do you want to
Exactly.
go to unfiltered and get an embedded link? Otherwise I can go ahead and edit that page if you get there quicker than I do. Oh, not requirements. What are you doing? We want areas of focus.
There you
Uh,
go. So share,
areas of focus. What am I doing here?
embed.
Requirements. Do, do.
So there you Do you want me to put here on Zoom?
Yeah, you can put it in the chat, please. Okay, so we need this to be area of focus. I put these in the wrong spot.
Good call.
And then requirements. Okay, is there any more? No more references to recruiting operations. So areas of focus, requirements, PI, hiring process, compensation, get to know, areas of focus, requirements, PI, hiring process, comp, areas of focus, requirements, PI, hiring process, comp. Okay, and then in the chat is our embedded link, which I can copy and then paste. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna try because it will fail for one or the other. So I'm just gonna see if we can just delete this on the same merge request. Do we need to say that the position is 100%?
No.
Like, are sometimes an industry standard that support engineers are like our TAMs or SAs that might do clients visits?
I don't think so. That I
No?
know of. I'm not aware. I can double check with Chantal that she normally has more knowledge around this. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think so.
Okay, I'll delete it for now. And if we need to add it back in, we can revert that piece. I don't want to like not call it out if it's in question, but I don't know that it would be in question. Okay, so we're going to commit this. Add overview page, support, eng. What time is our meeting? Okay, we're fine. I'm like, what time is our meeting through?
I think we're still fine. Still have a few minutes.
Yeah. Okay, add a link. We are creating a review page for this. MR removes the intro paragraph. Okay. I'm going to assign to me and Aline. Submit. Okay, so we'll see if the pipeline passes. Generally, when you're in Haml and the pipeline fails, it's because of the indents, which is a great way to know that you did something wrong, but it doesn't necessarily provide a lot of guidance for it. So we'll wait to see if the pipeline passes or not. And then you'll wait to hear back from Chantal on if we need to call out that it's 100% remote or not. Lean will look at the compensation, so hopefully we can have that fixed. and then I'll add it to the operations overview page so we can just copy and paste in the future. And then we'll have to decide, does the video preview make sense where it is, or should it go below the blocks, or I don't know. I mean, I want to call out that content because I think it's important, but also knowing how short this page is, it might make sense to put it below the job family blocks. So we'll wait and see what the preview looks like. And I'm going to stop recording for a minute. Okay, so Lean helped us with how the comp calculator should be formatted. And I think you would be able to find it. No, what just happened? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so if we looked at this, let's go with Australia again. So if we copy this URL, it should show us level equals support plus engineer. So you could find it on your own by just kind of like fake doing all the things. We don't, for the purposes of the overview, we don't want to fill in the locations or the compa ratio. So we would just have that level equals support engineer, which is what we got on one of these. Oh my gosh. There we go, which is what we got here. So level equals support plus engineer, and then you would leave it as that. So that's good to know that we could find that formatting out ourselves.